Mark Rogers TV back with you just minutes after Central Florida routed Rutgers 41-17. The Knights are now 9-1. They're 6-0 in conference play. And of course, this America Athletic Conference came down to basically one game for the entire conference championship. Louisville and Central Florida. The Knights upset the Cardinals. Therefore, they've got the BCS in their grasp. They only have 2 games left to play against very marginal teams. South Florida's 2-7. SMU, the finale, is 4-5. So Central Florida is in the driver's seat to gain that automatic bid out of the America Athletic Conference. The performance tonight against Rutgers, they scored on the opening possession, never looked back, dominated the game, winning easily 41-17. Blake Bortles once again prolific in the passing game, 21 of 35, 335 yards, and 1 touchdown pass. Storm Johnson had 16 carries for 75 yards. He's knocking on the door to a 1,000-yard season. And J.J. Worton, who saved the day, saved the season against Temple last week with that amazing touchdown reception to win the game and avoid the upset. He caught 5 tonight for 117 yards. Their place kicker's really good. Shane Moffitt has hit on 16 of 17 field goals after hitting on 2 consecutive field goals tonight. The defense completely wore out Gary Nova at quarterback for Rutgers. He only hit on 11 of 34 passes, mainly because he was just missing the target, but also good pass defense out of the Knights tonight. And they completely shut down the Rutgers running game to 18 carries for 31 yards, if you take away a fake punt that led to Rutgers' first touchdown of the game that made it somewhat competitive at that point at 21-7. What I really want to get to is Central Florida's ability to compete in the BCS. Went to a number of bowl projections, which has Central Florida possibly taking on Auburn, could be Texas A&M, could be South Carolina, which would be a rematch in the Sugar Bowl. So most likely an SEC opponent for Central Florida in bowl play. Well, it was just a season ago that Louisville did it with Teddy Bridgewater in upsetting Florida 33-23 in the Sugar Bowl. They pretty much dominated that football game, so I would not think that an Auburn or Texas A&M or South Carolina would march into this game thinking they would dominate without trying. They would not be caught off guard, I wouldn't think, in taking on a Central Florida. This team, again, is 9-1, and they have played a nice out-of-conference schedule. Unlike Louisville, marching on to play Florida last season, who played nobody close to the top 25 last season, Central Florida scheduled a date with South Carolina, their only loss of the season, losing 28-25. They had a 10-0 lead at half and played very well in that game. They went to Penn State. Penn State's not great, but Penn State is still formidable, a top 40 to top 50 club. Central Florida won that game on the road. So two good victories there, including the Houston win and, of course, the Louisville win for Central Florida. So, college football fans, here's what I've got on the table. Does Central Florida compete for a BCS win? They are almost assuredly going to get there, just have to get through South Florida and SMU. So they're going to get there with an 11-1 football team under Coach George O'Leary. Do they win in the BCS round against, let's say, Auburn or Texas A&M? Would love to hear what you have to say about Central Florida's ability to compete with the big boys on Mark Rogers TV.